Hello, loves. This is Lynn, Dream Girl Writer, coming to you today with Dream Secret number 7, putting all our eggs in one sacred basket. And I'm bringing this message to you because I know that we can never have enough reminders to let go of fear. And even after all the time that I have spent writing my dreams, and knowing the truth of them, and knowing that as I confessed in Dream Secret number 1, that we should, when we have a nightmare or a scary dream, we should embrace it as quickly as possible. I still find myself waking up after a dream where I have a bad feeling from it, or it feels like an unhappy thought. Is the message is an unhappy thought, then I will kind of drag my feet or feel bad until I get to the heart of the message. And the heart of the message is always love. It's always better at the end, after I have gone through the dream musing and my process to filter out the message, the truth from the dream, that I find that the fear dissipates and goes away and disappears like a soap bubble. And so I just want to give you one more reminder, since, I've had to be hit over the head with this many times in my life. And I want to offer you an analogy for it that might help some. And that is, it's the old school photography thing, where we used to have negatives. We take the picture, we have a negative, and the negative gets developed, and the image comes out through the negative. Well, if we think of fears like that, then we can think of that we have to go into the dark room and take the negative and process it, develop it, until we come out with the image. And we even have to let the image hang up and dry for a few minutes until it gets completely clear. Because as you, some of you that are my age, or older, or even younger, that remember, there were so many movies where photographers, you'd see photographers rinsing out or developing the image in the paper, in the tray of acid or whatever the substance was, and then taking it out very carefully with a prongs and hanging it up, and some of them would sit there, watch it as it developed. Well, that's exactly what we have to do with our dreams until we get the real image, the positive image, until we get to the truth. That's exactly what we have to do with fear. And here's another analogy for you. I believe that our greatest fears are smack up against our greatest loves in terms of our emotional and intellectual perceptions of them, and spiritual as well, actually. So when you are facing one of your fears, it has come up with you, especially if it's a very intense one, it has come up with you with the matching love on the other side. And in order to get through it and to find the love, you have to take that first step. And that first step, as you well know, that when we lift our foot to take a step, we get a little out of balance. That is the time at which, if we wobbled a little bit, we might fall over before both feet are back down on the ground. And that's how it is with love and fear. There is that moment where you can choose to wobble yourself off of your feet and fall down and kind of get out of alignment with love, because you succumbed to an imbalance before you planted both feet down on the ground and continued on in the direction of love. So I just want to bring that up for you. And the reason I called it by this name, this dream secret, to all our eggs in one sacred basket, is because when I got to the message of this dream, which brought me back to the truth of it, to the love of it, to it was actually a validation of something that I had done. And the reason that I was initially fearful about drawing out the message was because I thought it might be an invalidation of that. And it might tell me that I had done something wrong. And so when the dream gave me a validation of what I had done and told me that I was still aligned with love, I was headed in the right direction with this relationship that it concerned. I'm standing at the window musing over this. I got up after I was writing my dream. I got up and was just standing, staring out the window, and a bunny comes by. And at that moment in my mind, I was thinking, I'm just going to keep putting my eggs in my love basket. I'm going to put all my eggs in my love basket. And a bunny went by. And I thought, "Hmm, oh my. That was almost scary because it was like Mother Earth saying to me, with one of her creatures, presenting one of her little adorable creatures that we all love. You know, a bunny is the perfect stuffed animal, cuddly creature. She was telling me, good work. You returned to love. You got past that fear. And I assure you, there are going to be many more, but good girl. So stay in love, return to love, regardless of how many fears come up for you, because know that the fears are your friends. The fears are part of you that are calling you home to more of you. The fears are asking you to take that step and rebalance yourself on the path of love. And the fears are saying, yes, you can put all your eggs in one basket as long as it's the sacred basket of love. Thank you for listening. Bye for now. Oh, and by the way, behind me is Poets Corner in Linton, England. And I took this picture years ago when I was there, 2014. I'd spent quite many hours on this corner, like right down below where my image is. It's called Poets Corner. And right on these hills up here are wild Exmoor ponies that have free range of the hills. Just a magical place. And I'm somewhere other than home today recording this video. So I chose this to also kind of convey a sense of being home, being in love, being attuned to nature, aligned with our inner selves, and sweet dreams to you. Thank you for listening. Bye.